Hello, this is Alyssa, back for another Binky Quick Tips video. I'm really excited. Hello, this is Evil Alyssa, here to tell you my Binky tips. You will find my tips much more useful than that other Alyssa's tips. Trust me, Evil Alyssa would never lie to you. You want to skip all essence. Who needs essence for money, Dreamgate, or goals? It just wastes time. While you're at it, if you're next to a dream boss, just do it for no reason. What could go wrong? 1 HP is fine. Don't listen to Alyssa when she says you should heal. Healing is time loss. No one has ever died in Green Path, or in Death Key Room, or in Fungal. It's all propaganda. You don't need Wellick if you're rushing C-Dash. It will all work out magically. If you're really short on money, just kill Water Knights, or better yet, go dive route. Who needs C-Dash when you have dive? Don't open the Mila lever. It will never come down to that in a race to kill Mila. I recommend instead going for Nails 4. Then you can one-shot Mila. Skip Palm Relic. It is slow and only time loss, especially if 5,000 Geo is on the board. You don't need VS, just do Eye Boulder. What could go wrong? If you need to kill your shade in Gigi's hut, you don't need an egg. Gigi will understand. Just die and make sure to lose all of your money. Don't kill Vengefly King. Zoat goals are silly. You will always want the option to slash Zoat's cold, dead corpse. I hope you found these tips helpful. I guarantee if you do these in your next match, it will surely bring victory, and you will win the tournament and the world! That is all for now. Evil Alyssa, out.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another match of Lockout in the second Handbrain tournament. I am joined by my co-com Spleen,
Hello.
and today we will have a match between tool-assisted fishing and You Can't Fix Us. We should be getting started relatively soon.
I'm already noticing two Palor and Nail 2, both on the same line.
Right.
There are a lot of fast goals on this board.
Have two Palor center squares. Very interesting to say the least. That's a decently fast goal, but not something that you can pick up immediately.
hmm Yeah, we've got Rescue Bretta and Sly, Three Kings Idols, Slash Soat's Corpse, Dream Nail, Cyclone Slash is very quick post C dash, Spell Twister Shaman.
Yep. Um, yeah, this does look like a pretty fast board in general. I looks like the only Abyssal is Sharp Shadow, unless I'm missing something. Um, what about dive goals? Obviously, Desolate Dive is a goal in itself, but is there anything more than that? Oh, here's we have started. Oh,
It'll be interesting to see what routes both brains take. I think there's not really great justification here for dive route.
I mean,
Uh,
it gets you dive. You can't argue with that. Um,
yeah.
and about nothing else, because I don't think there's another dive goal.
hmm
Alpha's in chat telling me I have sharp eyes. Thank you, Alpha.
uh, how much Dream Nail is on here? There's
Um,
Gideon, Elder Who, Marmu. Is that
I'd
it? Oh, and Dream Wielder.
give Divina Charm stream now as well.
Yes.
Um, I think that's it. Yeah.
hmm
Looks like You Can't Fix Us will be getting Crossroads Stag. And there's the goal that we were told was accidentally marked.
Oh,
Uh,
I didn't even see it. I was looking at the game. Yeah.
um,
So tool assisted fishing looks like they're doing any percent route, which means that they will likely be ahead to Bretasly or whatever goal of their choice they're going for.
yeah. Bretislai or slash sits corpse in Green Path.
hmm
Um,
I think they can get one of those. They'll have to play particularly well to get both.
absolutely. Unless You Can't Fix Us tries to chase into Bretta.
hmm
These interesting geo to get, to say the least. From You Can't Fix Us.
hmm
No. There does seem to be decent Queen's Garden synergy on this board, by the way, with the Stag, Marmu, and the map. Um, obviously that is It's
You have
pretty
to
far
go a
out
little bit
there.
further. Yeah, you have to go a little bit further into Queens from Armu and the Stag, but it is
Yeah.
nice to have all of that time be awarded with 2 goals rather than one. I
Right.
definitely don't think we'll see any teams try to go deeper into um, Queen's Garden without Dreamnail. Or if we do, it'll be to block a line probably.
Um, we are seeing both teams skip False Night.
Is that
I
a stab?
I think that is what it was.
Love that.
So I definitely like skipping False Night here. Again, dive only gets you 1 goal, unless you want priority to False Night and Brooding Moloch, I guess. But there there any like really scary lines here?
Um,
Is a lot of these are early goals, and you're unlikely to want everything on the line.
yeah.
Like,
Column 1, there's a bit of synergy on with Cyclone Slash and King's Idols that can
yeah,
also go towards Nail 2. Of course, if you're marking Nail 2 before 2 Palor, you're committing to having to get an extra Palor to mark that goal.
right.
But the longest goal on there is probably Nail 2.
Definitely. If you choose to full rush the line, you can get obviously Elder Who, but Zero and Gorb for the Palor, as you'd be right next to Gorb from Cyclone, and Zero is pretty fast all around.
Yeah. Now, Elder Who is on the board, so I feel obligated to mention Tebbles. However, with Dreamnail itself being a goal, it does give your opponents warning ahead of time that that's what
Yeah.
you're doing, which isn't always what you want.
Um, doing Tebbles would definitely be a choice. I'm not sure how good of a choice it would be, but you know,
Listen, I'm me. I
yeah.
have to mention.
It does get you 2 goals almost immediately, which is
Mhm.
worth mentioning.
Yeah.
2 very clean fireball skips from Epi there. I imagine both teams will be skipping False Knight and probably picking up Green Path Stag as well.
You mean VFK?
Yes, I do. Did I say False Knight?
Yeah.
Of course, this doesn't surprise me. I mean, both teams did skip False Knight, to be fair.
Yeah. Now would be an odd time to go back and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tool assisted fishing, skipping VFK.
Okay. We're already seeing a pretty significant advantage from tool assisted fishing. Looks like they made up some time in the early game, even beyond what they got from not getting Crossroads Stack. It will be picking up
And
Green Path
yep.
here.
And it's Full Eater 1 cycle.
I did not see what You Can't Fix Us did with Vengeful King, but I'm guessing based off of their Geo that they did end up skipping.
Yeah, either they killed it and didn't pick up any Geo, or
We're also
yeah,
gonna
they
save
are
this
critical.
grub. That's very interesting.
Is there any grub
That
goals?
that might just be for Geo. Could be a sign of lever route.
If they're yeah, if they're wanting to afford the stag and
Yeah.
shamans with lever route. Yeah.
Setting up the Palor from grubs. Absolutely.
Something tells me that they may not be going for that Palor.
Well, they could surprise us. You never know.
It has been done once in the tournament
This is true.
already.
This is absolutely true. And tool assisted fishing is entering fungal. I imagine they're not going to bench Lake Eater. They did not get Crossroads stack. The question just becomes if they're going to get anything. We have an upside down hornet
You
from
can't
You Can't
fix us,
Fix
got
Us.
upside down horse.
um, Kara Zot's corpse is on the board. We are seeing
And we're seeing
these.
rocks.
Makes sense. With the Geo they had, they would not have been able to afford Shaman Stone.
Mm-hmm.
A clean Ipogo for tool assisted fishing.
It's always nice to see um, players recognizing early that they'll need extra money for shamans and
Um, You Can't Fix Us has benched at Lake Eater, so this might not be lever out after all. But tool assisted fishing will be ahead to Zot's corpse.
and they have skipped saving Bretta.
Yeah,
So if You Can't Fix Us goes for it, it'll be their goal.
definitely. Uh, a 1-to-1 split in the early game is it's a lot better than just being behind for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Messed up Epogo once from You Can't Fix Us, but we had it second try. And tool assisted fishing is entering Crossroads Stag and will probably be marking Zot's corpse. I've been trolled before by Joe. But that's definitely where they're going now. Right? As You
That
Can't
could
Fix Us.
be
Fix up
could
Claw.
be an early cyclone slash play.
You're right. Could be. They might be going for the King's Idol. But no.
Yeah,
So its
they're making
corpse
the wise
is
decision,
marked.
warping out after the goal.
This will tell You Can't Fix Us exactly how far behind they are.
And that is pretty powerful knowledge.
Really is.
I didn't see if they got Bretta or not.
They did not, I
I
believe.
think judging by timing, it wouldn't.
Yeah. It looked like they warped right after Claw.
Hmm. So it seems we have neither team has the lever and neither team has rescued Bretta.
Yeah. Could be a reason to go for dive. It allows you to take the shortcut and get Bretta faster than from Dirtmouth.
Hmm.
But really, I'm just trying to find any way to make dive good.
I think on this board, dive is one of those goals that you mark if you're scared of a line. Um, it definitely puts you at a disadvantage because you're telling your opponents, hey, we're stuck at dive hard save. You have a bit of time to, get
Yeah.
priority of goals or mark whatever.
Yeah. If you do manage to win to the other goals in column 3, that would be significantly bad for your opponent, because they would then have to do Coliseum 1 or get a faster line to win.
Yeah.
Full assisted fishing is skipping Dream Nail.
Reasonable. They want to keep their lead.
Yeah. They don't know how far ahead they are, so
Absolutely. And for all they know, their opponents could have taken the same route but skipped Zote's corpse
yeah.
and be ahead to post C dash goals now.
And You Can't Fix Us has enough Geo to afford Shaman because of the grub they got in Green Path.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good thinking from Letty. And
Oh, we're gonna get this Georock from. We're seeing so many new Georocks this map already. The Gum one and the
I'm
King's Station one.
gonna guess that tool assisted fishing forgot Wellick and did not pick up Shaman Stone to get it from here. I did not see if they got Wellick, but that's just my guess.
Yeah.
Yep. He did end up forgetting Wellick. So they will be playing without Shaman Stone for a bit.
Yeah. This does put them behind to Spell Twister Shaman.
You know, it could give them a small lead on some of the geospending goals, though.
Mhm. And with Deep Focus, Quick Focus, and Long Nail Mark of Pride both on the board, those are reasons to come back.
Yeah. It is worth noting that if You Can't Fix Us does Brooding Moloch, they will have enough Geo to afford Shadesol directly after C Dash.
Mhm.
Unless there was some other Geo that they skipped along the way that I didn't know about.
There's definitely a decent amount of combat on the
Yeah.
board. So they'll get to have much faster dream bosses if they do go for that.
Yeah. Shadesol is one of those goals that's pretty fast and you want to win to it.
Chada is also pointing out that there are no wings goals on this board either. Which, while not incredibly rare, that combined with the fact that there's minimal dive is certainly somewhat unique.
We did have a small Raptors moment from Teppy. And You Can't Fix Us did do G-Husk. Tool assisted fishing does have they don't have lantern yet. Benching there is very interesting, actually. I wonder what they're going to do after C dash.
Maybe they're going to go for False Night Brooding Moloch out of C dash.
And there's right side
Right side
Raptors.
rafters.
That definitely helped make up a lot of ground.
I believe what, 7 seconds? Although a little bit more because
Yeah.
of uh,
The Raptors moment.
mhm.
And You Can't Fix Us has a pretty significant amount of geo.
Yeah. With 800 already spent as well.
Yeah.
And they could go for uh, we got God Cycle? Is that what I saw?
I think that
From
was
Twisted?
God Pixel.
Yeah.
Either way, very clean movement from Teppy there.
Mm-hmm. I forgot what I was saying before. Oh, You Can't Fix Us could afford one of Deep Focus, Quick Focus, or Shade Soul right out of.
Or even Dash Slash if they so desired.
I think there's a bit less justification for that.
Yeah. Where was I'm forgetting where Deep Focus is. Oh, I found it. Don't worry.
Alright.
I have to keep my sharp eyesight according to Alpha. um Ikara I meant on the board, but I appreciate you reminding me that Deep Focus is in Crystal Peak. And we see average Team Cherry hitboxes because You Can't Fix Us got hit through the wall.
Yeah.
Tool assisted fishing is already out of Crystal Peak and
Looks like
is
it's gonna be King's Idols.
yeah. Unless they want to farm Great Hoppers for Dash Slash.
Why on earth would they do that?
Oh, they wouldn't. Definitely not. That's good in like 1-2-2-1 all skills and not much else.
Mhm.
Having a little trouble with ACN, choosing to just go around.
I believe that Soul Totem implies that we're staying in Crystal Peak, so we might see either the Pale Ore or Deep Focus
Yeah.
from You Can't Fix Us.
we'll see where they go after they leave the room. The Halor would help them a lot to block column 1, since tool-assisted fishing is going to be threatening it pretty significantly after.
But we are going down.
Could be the geo chest. It's not the geo chest. We're getting Dream Nail from here. That's very interesting. Not what I expected, to say the least.
Mm.
But that is another way to block column 1 with Elder Who. And they could immediately go for Bretta afterwards.
Yep. They could also pick up Fragile Greed from Leg Eater for Give Divine a Charm.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, there's Mantis Lords for Long No Mark of Pride. So there's a good bit of fungal waste synergy on this board that they could capitalize on.
Yeah.
And we are seeing Tool Assisted Fishing go for their third idol at Pale Lurker.
Now the question is, will they do Pale Lurker for no reason? Or will they warp out? They did not unlock the trial for later. That's for sure.
Is that hard save you, or is it just starting the trial that does?
Actually, I'm not sure. It might just be starting the trial, but can't really say. Dreamnail is marked for You Can't Fix Us. It will be able to immediately block column 1.
Yeah. Which is definitely becoming scary with a second goal marked on it.
Yeah.
But Tool Assisted Fishing is not going for Elder Who or Cyclone Slash right now.
It does look like they're going for Cyclone. They did bench at Dirtmouth, so they're probably immediately going to return to Fungal. Or do False Night Brooding Moloch. You never know.
Yeah. And we're picking up Fury.
Um,
Wonder if we'll see Fury strats from Halber at all.
that's a good Geo Rock to bring them to 800 Geo. But Tool Assisted Fishing is now rich.
Yeah. 3 King's Idols will do that to you.
Yeah. This looks like it could be dive. Um, they buy Elegant Key? No, they couldn't have. They don't
They
have the geo spent for that.
they could be getting the Stag to come back
Yeah,
later.
that seems likely. You Can't
And it
Fix
looks
Us
like
is not going to be picking up Gore for the Essence.
yeah. It looks like they are getting the Grim Troop.
Yeah, I definitely like that.
Mhm. I think you've blocked the line you're scared of. There's no reason not to go for
Absolutely.
the center at this point.
They will be losing to Shade Soul. unfortunately. Um,
If that is what they decide to go for, yeah.
yeah. Tool assisted fishing did bench in city storeroom, so it'd be slightly faster to get to Shadesville.
And unfortunately for You Can't Fix Us, it does look like they are going to contest that goal. Now they
Um,
might end up getting Shade Soul anyways. Although if they want to do that, they'll probably have to spend a good amount of time after they see the mark.
It is worth noting that tool assisted fishing still does not have Shaman Stone. So this fight will take a bit longer, but it's an easy enough fight that shouldn't be the end of the world.
This will be a pretty good damage upgrade for them.
Absolutely. And Norman 2 has been killed,
Yeah.
and Shadesol will be marked.
Yeah. We'll see whether or not You Can't Fix Us decides to warp out at this point.
And looks like
It
they
seems they are still going for it. Or they could pick up Spell Twister and
yeah.
count on the other team to either not have shamans or not go for the goal.
I keep forgetting Spell Twister Shaman is on the board. And then I always think they're going for dive when they're not going for dive. It does look like You Can't Fix Us is going for Spell Twister here.
Yeah.
So unless something happens in Sanctum, they will be winning to that goal. I don't think dual assisted fishing is. Oh,
Oh, that is a tragic death, but at least they have the storeroom stag.
yeah.
Going all the way back from Kings would be rough. You Can't Fix Us is using their Cyclone Slash to skip Hellroom.
Good to know that they are aware of that and actually remember to use Cyclone Slash because some people forget. Does look
If
like they're
I am, oh,
picking up dive here,
yeah,
which I'm
if I
not
am
sure.
Joe here, I'm probably really disappointed about that Spell Twister Shaman mark,
Yeah,
especially considering that we have to go back into Sanctum anyway for the Shade. Otherwise, we lose all of that Geo.
yeah. They did flip the lever though, so they
True.
are able to immediately warp out. And they will have the chance to kind of just do whatever they want while You Can't Fix Us is hard saved at dive.
Yep.
It looks like they're going for deep focus here. Unless they are also going to get Dreamnail through peak, which I don't think they will, but sometimes these players like surprising us. And there is
And that is
dive
dive
mark.
marked. I would definitely at this point be um getting scared of column 3.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't be too surprised if tool assisted fishing decides to grab brown pale ore. Um, Possibly thinking with the trip to cliffs that You Can't Fix Us could potentially have up to 200 essence with Gorobin 0. Though Joe may be able to figure out from timing that that is not the case.
We are at one mask, which might make Crown or harder to justify,
Hmm.
but it looks like
We are.
that's what they're going to be doing.
And I agree, Skitter. I spread wall C-dash propaganda every time someone is in that room. If you C-dash from the wall below the lower um, laser beam, you don't have to wait for its cycle to C-dash across. So if you miss the quick cycle, then you can get through without waiting that way.
Tool assisted fishing has finally healed. That was some of the most terrifying Beaks gameplay I've seen in a while.
And You Can't Fix Us is getting Shade Soul.
Yep.
Uh, Definitely knowing your opponent has it. Um, you want to be um, not at a significant um, disadvantage in terms of damage.
Yeah. They are leaving at one mask, and they are still hard saved at dive, to my knowledge. Um, so this
Yep.
is pretty scary if they die, but
Yeah,
they will be able to get the soul immediately after Shade Soul to at least heal a little bit.
yeah. Now would not be the time to go for like Death Key though.
Absolutely. Now, it is worth noting that currently both diagonals are still open.
Hmm.
But if tool assisted fishing prioritizes the pale ore, um, they will have the center square and will have blocked all but three of the lines available for You Can't Fix Us, I believe.
Yeah. Column 2, column 4, and row 5.
Yep.
And it does look like we are heading to Basin probably for the other pale ore.
Yeah. And they do have the geo to be able to afford Nail 2 immediately.
Hmm.
Um,
We are seeing a long nail purchased, but not quick focus. Which, unbeknownst to You Can't Fix Us, is probably a good thing, given tool assisted fishing does already have deep focus.
um, looks like we are going to Fungal as two
Yep.
pale ore gets marked by tool assisted fishing.
Mhm. Yeah, Elder Who will block the diagonal uh, that is still available to tool assisted fishing.
Yeah.
And it'll also block um, row 5.
Yeah. Which row 5 is a pretty scary line. If tool assisted fishing does not end up getting Dream Nail here.
Hmm.
They are going to pick up Shaman Stone. Um,
But not long nail.
we're also not getting Dream Nail.
Yeah.
Um, That is... They do need to deal with the line somehow.
Yeah, this could be False Knight Brooding Mala from Tool Assisted Fishing.
Well, they remembered to equip Shaman Stone.
Mm-hmm.
That is Elder Who marked. The score is now 5-5.
Yeah, and they are picking up the essence in case they want to go for Dreamwielder later. Definitely not something that you would want to skip and have to go all the way back for.
Yeah. Does anyone know if Tool Assisted Fishing opened the Coliseum shortcut?
I think they did.
Okay.
Um, and it looks like they're going for QG Frog Canyon maps now. They could potentially get Umu as well, or they could just open the shortcut and grab Queen's Station stack, which, since they did any percent, they do not have.
Oh, they did
Ooh,
mess up the skip there, and the jellyfish do not respawn on room entry.
yeah. Looks like they are sticking around in Fog Canyon, possibly for Umu or the shortcut.
I imagine they'll bench archives and probably come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. You Can't Fix Us is heading towards Bretta now for Bretta Sly.
Yeah. Believe
Alright, they're doing go first.
did You Can't Fix Us open up the Mantis Lord's lever? Or did they just go straight for Bretta?
I did not see. They did buy Longnail
Yeah.
shortly before going to Fungal, so I would imagine it is on their mind. Oh, chat is saying yes, they opened
Okay,
the lever.
perfect. Thank you, chat. You Can't Fix Us is going to give their charm to Divine now.
Yeah. Um, they'll have to go all the way back into Fungal for Mantis Lords.
Yeah.
They want to do Longnail Mark of Pride now. Or Overcharming Fury.
Mm.
Looks like we might see those Fury strats from Helper.
We are in Queens.
Yeah. Did they unlock the... I guess they must have gotten this lever. I missed that.
I did as well.
The warp makes a little bit more sense now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tool Assisted Fishing is also in Fungal. I'm not entirely sure what they're after. Um,
it could be trying to contest Longnail Mark of Pride. They did see the Give Divine a Charm mark, so they might think that You Can't Fix Us is done in fungal for the moment, and that this is not being contested.
Yeah.
Oh,
Getting
and we're getting the lifeblood.
getting the lifeblood is very smart there. It allows you to
Yeah,
take one hit to Mantis Lords while still having Fury.
yeah. With tool-assisted fishing chasing them for this goal, it would be very bad for You Can't Fix Us if they died here.
They are at one mask.
Yep, that lifeblood was definitely worth it.
And there's Mantis Lords defeated.
This is tragic for tool-assisted fishing,
Yeah. Will
having
force
had to go the long way.
This will force them into either Colosseum or Dreamnail to block row 5. And it does mean that every line is now blocked for tool-assisted fishing.
Yeah.
So they will need to get something on row 5 if they want to win.
Yeah. There is always the Marmu Queen's Garden Stag synergy
Yeah.
that they could use to block these last two lines for You Can't Fix Us.
They are not getting Dreamnail yet. Could be Nail 2.
Could be, though that would make the Dream Warrior fights a little bit more annoying if they do that.
It looks like You Can't Fix Us will be going for Dash Slash here.
Oh, it is on the board. I thought it wasn't on the board when we were talking about it earlier. I was like, why would they get that?
Oh, that makes
That
sense.
makes significantly more sense why you were bringing it up so much.
Yeah. It seems like Albert decided to unequip Fury for the dash slash enemies, which I definitely appreciate.
Yeah.
And it looks like this will be False Knight Brooding Moloch from Dual Assisted Fishing.
You Can't Fix Us is one nail art away from Nail Master's Glory, and they do have Green Pass stack if they wanted to get great stuff.
This is true. Um, also looks like False Knight Brooding Moloch from You Can't Fix Us, which will be
Yeah.
very unfortunate for them.
Yep, especially given the damage advantage that tool assisted fishing has now with
Yeah.
two.
False Knight died almost instantly. Now, it is worth noting that there are 3 goals that require Dreamnail. So, tool-assisted fishing, if they choose not to get Dreamnail, have to get every other goal on the board to win.
Yeah. And they'll need to find some A lot of additional geo for
Yeah.
Fountain Vessel for Advent if they want that. And it does also involve going to both Abyss and Kala 1, which would take a
Brooding
lot more time getting Dream now.
Brooding Moloch died immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like we're going back to Fog Canyon for the map.
Yeah, looks like it. And You Can't Fix Us is going there as well.
That was terrifying from You
Yeah,
Can't Fix
that's
Us. This is very unfortunate for You Can't Fix Us, since they're going for the same goals that Dual Assisted Fishing is.
for sure.
Dual Assisted Fishing gets the skip on their first try.
I will say that You Can't Fix Us um, were at least able to not get stuck in the Brooding Moloch fight and have to warp out with how
Yeah.
fast tool assisted fishing marked it, and they were able to quickly follow into Fog Canyon, although tool assisted fishing is still ahead to this goal.
The only issue for Dual Assisted Fishing becomes the cost of the map. It will need to find an additional 60 geos somewhere.
Mhm.
But it seems like they know that. They're killing random enemies in Queen's Gardens. And they can probably just pick up enough from Petra Arena.
Or from this Petra.
Yeah. And it is also worth noting that they are 2 geos short. Very unfortunate. Choosing not to hit the lever here kind of tells me they're going to warp out.
Yep.
It looked like they were going backwards at first.
I think they realized that that's weird platforming, but this does mean that You Can't Fix Us wins to the map and is staying in Queen's Gardens for
Yeah,
Marmu and Queen's Gardens die.
they have both decided to warp.
Okay. Yep.
Um, Dual assisted
That's
fishing definitely needs Dreamnail at this point.
yeah. That snipe had to feel bad though.
Yeah. It looks like You Can't Fix Us will be going for Galeon.
Hmm. They also have the option of picking up Tram Pass if they want to quickly go to Shade Cloak and then Sharp Shadow
Yeah.
later.
Now, it is worth noting the tool assisted does still have a lot of damage. They could very easily do Fail Champion for Essence for Dreamwielder.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's enough to like make that up. They would still need 200 more. But it's not nothing.
Yeah.
And after the skull marks, it will be 8 to 11. And you can't fix us, we'll have to choose what 2 goals they would go for to win. I would love to see Queen's Garden Stag and Martin at this point.
Yeah.
But warping out of Dreamnail kind of tells me that they're probably not going to prioritize that as much as I want them to.
Warping out of QG or
Yes.
um it's definitely
Galen,
not a bad play from either team. Looks like tool assisted fishing did want to go for Galleon, given that warp out of Queen's Station Stag.
it does not look like tool-assisted fishing knows exactly what they're doing. This could finally be Queen's Garden Stag in Marmot. And I imagine that's what You Can't Fix Us will be going for as well, just through Deep Nest. Now, I don't know if that spider elevator is actually something you can do,
I think
but
with wings, it
yeah.
definitely is.
It is worth noting that Heart Arena gets you most of the geo you need for Queen's Garden Stag. That is
That
a
is an unfortunate death.
that is a very unfortunate death. You can't fix us. This arena is just not going to last with Nail 2 Shadesel. And tool-assisted fishing almost has enough to be able to afford the stag. They will just need to farm frogs for geo. Either that or some of the Petras in the stag room itself.
Yeah.
And just like that, they have enough geo.
Yeah. Looks like they're taking some time to heal as well. And waiting for the frogs to be nice.
Unfortunately, I don't think the frogs will ever be nice. Queen's Garden Stag is 200 geo.
Yeah, and looks like they're getting the stag first. So they can also bench and not risk dying to Marmu.
Yep.
Or at least it will be significantly less bad if they do.
Yes, absolutely.
But being at full health rather than 2 health is a definite improvement.
Makes it significantly less likely.
Mhm.
Though Marmu does have a lot of extra HP because of Nail 2.
This is true.
But it was not enough to deal a Shade Soul.
Yeah. You Can't Fix Us is warping. They still have to get 2 goals somewhere.
Yeah.
If they do No Eyes, they could get the essence for Dreamwielder.
Yep.
Though it looks like that's not what they're heading towards. Possibly selling to Lem.
This looks like Tool Assisted Fishing will be doing Failed Champion.
Mm-hmm.
They will only need 50 essence.
I wonder if Joe will have Teppy do Dream Trees. There was some discussion in the Discord about whether or not that was viable. I don't know what the conclusion was.
Looks like You Can't Fix Us was hesitating a bit.
Yeah, I think they're trying to figure out where to get their Geo for Obtain Fountain Vessel Fragment. And they're going for the Glade Idol, it seems.
Could also be going for 0 for Dreamwielder.
True.
That is what it looks like.
They would have to find an additional 100, possibly from Gorb.
Yeah. And Teppy is doing the strategy where you can hit him from behind to stop the stagger. And this does look like Gorb from You Can't Fix Us. This will be a close race, but I might have to give it to You Can't Fix Us.
Absolutely. It's gotta be scary, though, putting this
Yeah.
time into Dream Builder when you don't know what your opponent's going for.
Failed
Their lead on
Champion is just about dead.
their lead on goals is not as wide a gap as it previously was.
Can't you know, Failed Champion, unfortunately.
Yeah, I do that every time. Granted, I think everyone here is, perhaps barring that he is a significantly better hand than I am.
And Gorb is dead.
That is their 500 essence. And that'll definitely be really rough for tool assisted fishing picking up. I think this is 400.
Yeah.
Oh, this is 550, right?
And that means that Tool Assisted Fishing has to get every goal on this board if they want to win.
Yeah. We're doing Revik for style points, I think.
I think they were trying to pogo it to get to the idol, but it did not work.
I am not sure that's faster.
It might be faster if you get a first try.
Maybe.
If you can't fix us goes for Fountain Vessel Fragment, they will probably win to it. But if they end up just chasing tool assisted fishing, then they will be in a very bad spot because of Nail 2.
Yeah, it looks like this will be a sell to Lem, which will give them the 800 from the idol plus the 450 from the seal.
Yeah. It will be enough to afford Fountain Fragment. It looks like tool assisted fishing will be going for Colosseum.
Yeah. Definitely reasonable. I think
Yeah.
you would imagine the um opposing team is probably going to go for something that is longer, more out of the way to decrease the chances of the other team going for it, but unfortunately they are not correct in this.
They are going to do Hornet 2 here.
Okay, so this is Sharp Shadow instead.
Yeah. It could also be prepping every remaining goal, which is a good strategy. If they had won to one of them, they would have a very good chance in the rest.
Yeah, but it is GG's here as you can't fix us is marking Fountain Vessel Fragment.
And GG. Let's see if any of our players want interviews.
Hello.
Hello, welcome in.
GG's.
Um,
GG's.
Congratulations, You Can't Fix Us on your win.
And well played.
Thank you. I was so scared.
Ignore the gameplay. It's gonna be very painful. But yeah, this was an interesting match. To say the least.
Yeah.
This was very interesting for sure.
Um,
I'm very confused about the dive mark.
We were gonna get Shade Soul, and then Letty said like, oh yeah, they got Shade Soul, so she just made me do dive. Because she wanted me to get Shade Soul, and she was like, no, and then I was just like, okay.
I thought about not doing dive because there was no reason to get dive at all except for the goal. But we were already there. So I just went for it. Like we can still have somewhat of an advantage to fungal goals.
That's true. You guys went Elder Who from there, right?
Yeah, we went
Oh, that's fair. That makes sense actually.
dive into Shade Soul, into Storms, into Fungal from Crossroads Stag, and then we did everything from there.
Ah, okay.
yeah.
That's smart.
So yeah, we already had Dream Nail and we already went to Cliffs, so we just so we just like got the charm, we did Elder Who, I told Halbert to get the lever for Bretta, and like not for Bretta, Mantis Lords. And we did Bretta, and then I told him to warp so he can do Mantis Lords because it's faster, I think.
So
And
you
we
did
could
Mantis
give
Lords
Divine the
after
charm.
everything else, like separately?
Wait, what?
Because Mantis Lords was marked quite a bit. It was like marked, Mark of Pride's long nail was marked somewhere around, I think it was 3 minutes after the previous goal. So I wasn't sure
Yeah,
if
we
you guys
got
had done it.
we got Divine Charm, and then yeah.
Ah, okay.
Dude, I actually hate watching myself play this back. I'm actually.
Yeah.
They're,
I chased too far behind the Mantis Lords. I should have assumed that you guys had it. I wasn't sure if it was a mistake or not, but it had also been some time since you had marked it, and I thought it would have been marked sooner if you had already cleaned up everything in fungal wastes. I think that was one of my biggest mistakes. From
Yeah, we
there, I
already
was
had
kind of running behind you
Long
guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
interesting.
already had Long Nail, but we just went to do Divine Charm first, so we could do Long Nail Mark of Pride after, because I wasn't sure if you guys would mark that goal. So I was like concerned. And I decided to just close the goal before anything bad happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a question, kind of for both teams. For both of you, on your second trip to Salupra, you only bought one charm. For tool assisted fishing, that was quick focus and shaman, and you can't fix us only bought long nail. Did either of you consider buying the other charm while you were there?
I did, but at the same time, we didn't have deep focus, so we would have lost. Like in my head, we would have already lost for deep focus, quick focus, and if deep focus, quick focus wasn't marked soon enough, which it was, we could have just gotten it later. And I needed the geo for stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So the line of thinking of like, if you're gonna do something which has a spending part and a not spending part, you want to do the not spending part first. So you're not locked into losing money. That being said, I completely didn't realize it was on the board at the time, or completely forgot about it at the time. But I will say I'm also glad because we were broke the entire run. We
Yeah.
had
we were
what is
pretty,
it,
we were
6K
pretty broke.
spent and 0 geo. Oh, we have 8. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, that's the wrong stream. Okay, yeah, we have 6K spent and like we had nothing left even before we died.
You both had some fun geo rocks in early game.
I forgot Wellick, Kara. I'm so sorry.
You
Hey,
can't.
Letty-
I actually didn't
got
forget
the,
Willick. I'm so happy.
Letty only remembered Wellick just because of Kara saying it before the match.
But you can't.
Happy reminded me in Grandmother.
Got the Gome geo rock in Crossroads for the stag. Like the one that's blocked partially by the Gome.
Dude, I was so homeless. I had to buy that, bro. I
and-
had to use that Sherlock.
Tool assisted fishing got the geo rock in King Station.
That was the second part of us screwing up because we didn't get Wellick, so we needed to buy Kings first before continuing.
Yeah.
Whether a G-Husk work would have been better is arguable because we killed like the entire room above King Station and then got the Geo Rock. I counted everything perfectly because we got Epogo rocks.
Yeah.
And we had exactly enough to get shamans. And then Tepi reminded me about Wellick in Kurzmum, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I have to say, both teams routed money very well in the early game. With the additional geo you got, you were like just barely able to afford shaman.
Yeah. I had to get like Letty reminded me of like she wanted me to get Elegant Key, so I just had to like get a random rock after I picked up Fury.
Yeah.
We were missing 10 geo for Elegant Key, so we just got
Oh my god.
geo rock.
We also had quite a few geo shortages.
Oh
by
yeah,
very
going
far
into Queens for the Queens map. You sniped us to Queens Gardens map by like 5 to 7 seconds.
Oh. You guys sniped us to like Jade Soul, the QG goals, you guys sniped us to false snipe Breeding Moloch. Like, we were about to go to Breeding Moloch to fight them, and then you marked the goal. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just do maps right now. Because considering you were at Moloch, probably because you would probably do Moloch after. It was like easy for you guys to do QG Fall Canyon maps.
Yes.
And I wanted to make sure we would get that first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
That's when we
yeah,
failed. That's when we failed Fog Canyon map, right?
I do have a
I
question.
think that's after.
Oh no, that was before. That was before. Sorry.
When both of you were in Queen's Gardens for the map, did either of you consider going further into Queens for Queen's Garden Stag and or
I
Marco?
was asking Letty if I could, but then she wanted me to get Galeon, and then I died because I don't like reverse deep nest. I'm not very
Okay.
good at it.
So at that point, I thought they were a bit ahead of us, and I wanted to go get Galeon first and contest Wielder.
Mhm.
After I saw Galeon marked, I was quite afraid that the game was just over with you guys marked. If you were benched at QG Toll Bench, because you could have gotten like everything. Margu Stag Wielder, like immediately.
Yeah. Like I thought about doing QG after just going to after just getting the map. I thought about just doing QG stag and stuff, but I wanted to do Galleon first because I didn't make sure like if that was like the fastest goal for you guys to get, and I was scared you guys would get it first and we would lose the advantage to Dream Wilder.
What was your early game, by the way? Was it Alyssa route into Dreamnail?
Alyssa route into C dash into Dream Nil.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we did any percent into any percent C dash Kedge Idols Shade Soul.
Yeah, I was so scared when you guys marked 3 idols. Like, I thought you guys would have gone to Cliffs already, and I was concerned because if you guys had gone to Cliffs, we would probably lose Cyclone Slash. But at the same time, I figured that you would have maybe gone Cliffs idol first, and if you guys were at Cliff to get the idol, you would have gone Cyclone then.
Yeah.
So I just got Cyclone. I should have gotten Gorb earlier, but I don't think that was too bad.
Oh, you didn't get Gorb that time. Okay. What was your total essence?
We got
then
Gorb at
for
the very
Wielder?
end.
Oh, okay.
Elder Who, then Galleon, and our plan was to do Marmu and Zero for Dreamwilder, but you guys sniped us to Marmu, so we just did Zero into Gorb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question from chat here for You Can't Fix Us. Why did you get Dreamnail from Peak?
But he
I
doesn't really
like
like
Dreamnail
early.
from Peak.
Yeah, she doesn't really like early Dreamnail for some reason.
Well, no, regardless of that, it's
Yeah.
faster to go from Crossroads through Grasmother and Salubra.
Interesting.
Or
Oh.
City, wherever you're benched at.
Yeah, true. City
Yeah.
but City relies on a more precise C dash to be like better.
I see. I will take note of that for later then.
I think
I
there's some stuff on it in route timings for getting to Dreamnail with infection as well.
Yeah. Well, if nobody else has any other questions, we can close it here. But thank you for watching. I believe the next match is later today, depending on your time zone. Make sure you join the Bingy Discord so you can stay caught up to date on everything happening. I'm sure someone will type the command in chat.